The skies of Virella burned crimson as the last of the Echel cities fell. The once thriving civilization, graceful, long-limbed beings of sapphire skin and empathic minds, had no weapons, no armies. For millennia, they lived in harmony, guided by science, art, and emotion. But the Exarn did not care for harmony. The insectoid warlords descended from the edges of the void, consuming everything in their path. They had no language, no diplomacy, just hives, harvests, and heat blasts. Planet after planet crumbled beneath their relentless swarm. Now only a few thousand Echel remained cornered in the sacred mountains, sending a final, desperate message into the stars. A message not of surrender, but of farewell. We are the Echel. We were a peaceful race. We dreamed, we loved, we healed. But we are dying now. Please remember us. It was meant to be a final whisper into the void. But the void whispered back. 3 days later, streaks of fire cut through the atmosphere. Not Zarn this time. Ships. Human ships. And with them, something the Echel had never seen before. Wrath. The first thing the Exarn learned about humans was that they didn't come to negotiate. In orbit, the Earth Fleet's Dreadnought T Sovereign opened its cannons. Bright white beams carved clean through the Exarn harvesters mid-air. The sky, once filled with the terrifying black of the swarm, now bloomed with fire. Then they landed. Captain Marcus Ryland stepped out of his drop pod in scorched power armor, scanning the devastation. Around him, squads of Terran Marines fanned out with ruthless precision flamethrowers, exosuits, plasma blades glowing in the mist. He spotted a cluster of Echel huddled beneath a stone archway. One of them, tall, trembling, her bioluminescent skin dimmed by fear, stepped forward. Who are you?" Ryland removed his helmet. His face was rough, scarred, eyes cold but alive. "We're humans. We got your message. But why did you come?" He looked at the smoking ruins behind her. "Because we know what it's like to face extinction. And because someone out there should have your back." The war turned overnight. The Exarn, used to helpless prey, didn't know how to react to enemies that bit back. Humans didn't just fight, they fought dirty, they fought loud, and they fought angry. Explosions echoed through valleys, flamethrowers purged tunnels, and orbital strikes turned entire hives to glass. And for every fallen Echel village, humanity built a bunker. For every poisoned stream, they brought clean water. For every cry, they answered with fire. The Echel watched in awe as Death Welders waged war like a storm given shape. One night, under a shattered moon, Echel Elder Niari sat beside Captain Ryland at a makeshift camp. She studied him quietly. "You do not act like saviors," she said. "We're not," he replied, adjusting his rifle. "We're just angry enough to fight back. But your people so far away, why did you care?" He looked at her, and for the first time in weeks, his face softened. "Because when we were young, Earth nearly died too. Climate, war, plague, you name it. No one helped us. We swore, if we made it out, we wouldn't let someone else burn alone." She reached out, touching his arm gently. "Then maybe you are not warriors." He raised an eyebrow. "No, you are what warriors become, when they've lost too much to stand by." By the time the Exarn Queen was cornered in the catacombs beneath Mount Kieran, the swarm had lost 2/3 of its forces. The final push came not from Earth's admirals, but from a joint strike team, Echel healers, guiding humans through the tunnels, human marines protecting them, bleeding together. And when the Queen hissed her last scream, it was an Echel spear that pierced her skull and a human hand that steadied it. Peace did not come easily. The Echel had to mourn, but they were not alone anymore. Ryland stood in the first rebuilt city, a dome of crystal and steel, crafted by human engineers and Echel sculptors. Children laughed beneath banners that blended Terran blue with Echel silver. A young girl ran up to him. She looked part human, part Echel, bioluminescent streaks glowing faintly beneath freckles. She handed him a small carved stone. "What's this?" he asked. "Our word for guardian," she beamed. "It's your name now." And across the stars, where once a whisper of extinction drifted into the void, now echoed a new message. We are the Echel. We survived, because when death came for us, the humans arrived.